guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, what's up? My name is vianney.strick. Thank you so much for being here. As most of you guys know, I recently got married and I do have a wedding series here on my channel. A lot of you guys had a lot of questions for me here on YouTube as well as on Instagram, so I figured today I would just sit down, answer all your questions, and let you guys know what happened, maybe if you're just interested, or if you are a bride and you need some inspiration, ideas, anything like that. I hope that this video is helpful, and I also of course hope that you enjoyed this video. So if you do enjoy this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to join my squad. Let's get into it. Alrighty guys, so let's get into it. Like I mentioned, I do have questions from you guys on Instagram and on YouTube. I'm not really going to go in any particular order. I'm just going to go ahead and try to answer all of them if possible. But if you do want to see more content, follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. I have been non-stop posting on those social media. So if you're interested, go ahead and go over there. So let's get started. I'm first going to go into the questions from Instagram just because there's a lot more. Alright, so somebody asked, how long were you in Mexico? So let me just tell you guys really quickly, for those of you that don't follow me, my wedding was in San Miguel de Allende, which is in Mexico. It's about an hour and a half from the Querétaro airport, and I actually went there for a whole week. If you guys follow me on social media, you saw that. My wedding was on a Saturday. My wedding was almost like a 3-day thing. On Friday, we had a callejoneada, which I will explain because you guys also had questions about that. Saturday was a wedding, and Sunday we had a brunch. So I got there on a Wednesday and left on a Wednesday. So I was able to really get there and relax and kind of just become present with the moment, and then have the wedding, and then also rest and kind of have fun after before leaving. So that was like the perfect week for me. So the next question is, what is a callejoneada? So a callejoneada is essentially just like a street parade, which most people do for their weddings. I'm sure you could do it for other things, but I honestly am not sure if it's just a Mexican thing or not. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's a parade where you essentially just like celebrate your union. A lot of people like to have their callejoneadas right after their ceremony and before their reception, but I thought that that was going to be like too much of a hassle, so I ended up just making the callejoneada part of our welcome event / rehearsal dinner. So we did it on that Friday, and I bought flower crowns for every single girl, and I told everybody just to wear colorful things. And we did have 2 mojigangas, which is those really big dolls that you guys see, and they actually made them to look like Wyatt and I. And then we also had a mariachi band, and you just walk around the streets like a street parade, and yeah, it was awesome. I had the best time, and I've gotten so many questions about it, so that's pretty much what it is. And then after that, we had a rehearsal dinner, and I had an outfit change. That's why it kind of looks like a lot of days, but that was the same day. I just had an outfit change. Somebody said, what made you decide on your wedding dress? It was gorgeous. Thank you. As most of you guys saw on my wedding series, I tried on so many dresses. I went to so many stores that had like so many dresses, and I never found the one. I actually have a cool story about my dress. So I made an appointment at a small boutique in a town center in Houston, really just kind of to look. And this place was a lot smaller than other places, so I really didn't think I would find it. But because it was so much smaller, all their pics were just so much prettier. Like, it was a very more like quality over quantity. I will link them down below where I got them. They have been amazing with me. It's called Le Rêve. And so I tried on a couple dresses, and then I fell in love with my dress, and I kept looking at it, and I was thinking, this is what I envisioned like all these years. Like, it had the perfect amount of sparkle and lace, but not too much lace, and I love a mermaid looking shape. And so I ended up picking the dress that I did, but I did purchase a petticoat to wear under. So my dress is from Essence of Australia, and if you do want that dress but you want the fullness that I did, you can get that altered, or you can just wear a petticoat under. That's what I did. The interesting thing about that dress is that I felt like it felt familiar to me. And later on, after I did purchase a dress, I started going through my saved pictures on Instagram, and I didn't realize that I had that like dress saved from a random Instagram of wedding dresses. I had that dress saved like 10 times, but I never looked up the name, so I had no idea what it looked like. I just kind of saved it as inspo, and I ended up purchasing my inspo dress. It's just crazy, but I ended up loving my dress. Staying in the same wedding dress topic, how was it traveling with your wedding dress? What are your tips? My tips are to get your dress steamed and pressed and pick it up only a couple days before your flight. This was actually a tip that the boutique gave me. They literally told me come the day before or 2 days before your flight so that the dress, because it's steamed and it's long, it stays in its shape as long as possible, because once you do put it in a bag, obviously if you have a long train, you have to kind of like bunch it up. Other than that though, everything was fine. I just brought the dress in the bag. I always fly United, and they were nice enough to put my dress and our family's like tuxes in their coat room and just hang it. But it's essentially like a carry-on. So I didn't bring a carry-on with me. I only brought a personal item, which was my backpack, which I could fit under the seat. And I just used that dress as like my carry-on. In case they didn't let me hang it, maybe I could put it over the seats. But it was totally fine. I will say something that worked out for me is that my veil was very long, but it was a very soft material. So even though it was like in that bag the whole time, it didn't get creases. So if you are traveling, keep in mind the fabrics that you're picking. My dress was like so easy. I honestly barely steamed it the day of. It wasn't like that wrinkled. Somebody asked, how did you find the right photographer? Did you have a videographer too? Yes, I had a videographer and a photographer. Really quickly, my videographer was Lalo Vargas. I found him on YouTube because every San Miguel wedding video that I watched that I really liked was from him, so I hired him because of that. And then my photographer, actually I found through my wedding planner. She recommended me photographers when I was first planning out the wedding for my engagement pictures. You guys have probably seen these pictures on my Instagram, and I just not only loved his vibe, him and his wife, and they're just amazing, but he also takes amazing pictures and edits them beautifully, so I knew that he was the right guy for me for my wedding, and so that is how I found my photographers. Somebody's asking me about my vendors, so let me just quickly, I will list down below in my description my top favorite vendors, but I will just quickly say that my wedding planner and the whole team was so freaking amazing. I've noticed that a lot of you guys are hiring them for your wedding in San Miguel. You're gonna have the best time with them. I also had the most beautiful flowers. The florists that I had were it was just amazing. The DJ was amazing. The DJ really truly like got what I wanted. I really wanted like a very romantic, fancy fairy tale start and then a club ending, and he really helped me just make the wedding so much fun. A DJ is such a make or break. We also had a saxophone player, which was such a hit. I will leave his Instagram down below, of course. And then our catering was amazing, and our venue, oh my god, our venue was amazing. I had the reception and the ceremony in the same house, and it was amazing. So I will link them all down below for you guys, just in case you're interested in getting married in San Miguel. And of course, if you do end up working with these people, let them know I sent you. They're amazing. What is one thing you would have changed or done differently? I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I'm being straight up with y'all. Almost everything went not just like great, but better than I expected. Like my expectations were met and were over met. Like I truly had some of the best days of my life. The only thing that didn't work out was the photo booth. I'm not gonna name them just because I don't want to like bash their company, but I didn't spend very much money on the photo booth. I went very low end with that because I didn't think it would be that necessary to spend so much money on it. I did end up getting a really nice LED sign that said the loves, and that was expensive, but the photo booth itself wasn't. And when they arrived, I was very excited, and I went to go take a picture, and the picture was just not coming on very well. Like the settings on the camera and all that stuff was not coming up. The lighting was not very good. I literally had to fix their lighting like if it was like my own studio. And also the LED light was like reflecting into the picture. It was just not good. But honestly, I didn't even let that ruin my day, because instead of people being in line all night at the photo booth, they were out dancing with me. And so it's not something that I regret that much because it was really cheap. But my advice to you would be, if you're gonna have a photo booth, make sure you get a good one, even though it's gonna be expensive. And if you're gonna go the super cheap route, then just don't get one. Or you could always have a background set up for people to like take pictures in front of, but you don't have to actually pay for a photo booth. So, you know, go big or go home, because you could end up wasting your money like me. So, but that was it. Honestly, other than that, for how long the wedding lasted, that was literally the only thing that like didn't work out, which honestly didn't even affect me. I had so much fun at my wedding. Somebody asked, can you run us through all the festivities and events planned? So I'll just really quickly repeat. So on Friday, I had a callejoneada, that's street parade. And then right after that, I had a rehearsal dinner, which was from 7 to 10. We actually rented out a really amazing rooftop, which again, I will also leave in the description for you guys. And we did food and open bar and desserts. And so that was like more of like our welcome event. It was cool because we saw everybody at the callejoneada and we got to dance and party. But at the actual dinner, that's when we were able to like sit down, say hi to everybody. We did the best man and the maid of honor and then the parents of the groom speeches that night. So that way we didn't have a bunch of speeches like the day of the wedding. And it turned into a huge party. I literally just posted a TikTok about this. Our rehearsal dinner ended up being so much fun. We ended up staying there past 10 p.m. I ended up leaving like at 11:30 because I was thinking like my wedding's tomorrow. I should probably get some sleep, but it was amazing. And then the next day we had the wedding at 4:30 was our ceremony, and it ended at 1 a.m. like the full wedding. And then the next day we had a catered brunch for everybody at 11, and most people flew out right after that brunch, so they were able to get some food in their stomach. So that was like our wedding weekend. What were you most excited for and most nervous for? I wasn't really that nervous. I was actually getting nervous that I wasn't nervous, straight up. Like I think because I was there so many days before the wedding, I really was able to kind of just be chill instead of like hop right into it. I think maybe my only concern was that people would have fun, and they did. Obviously the most important thing is you and your husband or your fiance, but like I knew that that was solid, so I wasn't nervous about that at all. So really my only concern was just people having fun, and they had fun literally from like Thursday through Tuesday. A lot of people came early and left late, and we were partying like every single day. We all had so much fun. And then most excited, I was probably the most excited just to read Wyatt My Vows. I really enjoyed that. I was really excited for our first dance, which a lot of you guys have been asking me about what our first dance was. So this is a song. It is an EDM song, and that is just because we stay true to who we are. We don't have like a song that's like very slow, and so I was like, why don't we just do the dance to the song that we like? And so our entrance song, which you guys have asked us a lot, is this song right here. That was a lot of fun. I know it's not like very traditional, but like I didn't really care about that. Somebody asked me what nail color I had. These are still my wedding nails. How do I still have them? I don't know. I do need to cut them off, but I'll be honest with you guys, I have no idea what the color is. I'm the type of girl that just like picks a color, and like it's like 250 is the name of it. These are acrylics, and I just got them done. I have not gotten my nails done before this in like 2 years, but this is the color. I'm sorry, I have no idea what the name of it is. It's just like a pale nude pink, and I did get almond shaped nails. Somebody said, I loved all the music from your Instagram stories. Did you create a playlist? If so, share. So I did create a playlist, but I wasn't supposed to. So my DJ told me to send him a list of 10 songs that I for sure wanted to hear. But because we had a very interesting wedding, and by that I just mean there was a lot of people coming together. So it was like older people, middle-aged people, and younger people, and they were from different places of the world. I ended up making a playlist of about 100 songs for the DJ just to look at. I wanted to show him what kind of Spanish music I like, whether it's mariachi or reggaeton or like Mexican pop, and then what American music I like, whether it's hip hop or, you know, things like that. And so I wanted to show him like everything that I like because there was a lot, and he took that and made his own playlist, and it was amazing. I could just make this playlist that I made public if you guys want it. It's right here. It's 100 songs of a lot of different stuff, but if you are Mexican American, you'll probably enjoy this. There's also a lot of EDM in there, so if you guys don't like EDM, you're probably not gonna like it, but I'll make it public right here in case you guys want it. Okay, and then a lot of you guys are asking me about my hair and makeup. I did get my hair done. I did my own makeup. I do have a makeup tutorial on how I did my makeup exactly to the T on that day. I will leave it up here if you guys are interested. But I really ended up just deciding to do my makeup the whole week. I didn't get my makeup done ever. And the hair I could have done myself, but it was easy. It was nice to just sit down and get my hair done so that it would help me out a little bit with the getting ready process. But I did ended up fixing it and making it more like myself. And then I will say, I wanted to tell you guys something else that I did. I don't know if it's like a wedding hack or what, but the place where I got married is very beautiful. San Miguel is so beautiful. Not just like our venue, but like everywhere else is beautiful. And so I wanted to take full advantage of that and take pictures all over San Miguel with my wedding dress. But obviously that's very hard to do the day of your wedding. And I didn't want to be stressed. Like that was my number one thing. I didn't want to be stressed the day of. So the day of the wedding, we did do a first look, which by the way, I loved it. I was very scared that it would take the magic away from me walking down the aisle, but it didn't. Wyatt was crying the whole weekend. It didn't take any magic away. So we did a first look, which was super intimate. It was awesome. I loved it. We didn't read our vows in our first look. I wanted to read them in front of everybody, kind of like showing my love to him in front of everybody and vice versa. I'm going off on a tangent here, but I wanted to say we took our pictures in the venue before the wedding, and we had extra time, so we ended up just taking family pictures as well before the wedding even started. And we ended up like being able to go back into the house of the venue and like chill out. We had snacks. We were all chilling as a family before the wedding even started, and that took away nerves. Like it was honestly very cool, very non-traditional, but it ended up working out for us. So instead of putting a whole photo shoot in San Miguel in that day, we decided to take our pictures in San Miguel on Monday. The cool thing about me is that because I did do my own makeup and I can recreate the hair, I was able to do that Monday. Wyatt just put on his tux, I put on my wedding dress, and we did a whole photo shoot all around San Miguel. I cannot wait to get those pictures back. But it ended up being awesome because at that point, it didn't matter if my dress got dirty or not. Long story short, if you are in a really cool destination and you want to take advantage of it, take your pictures after. Do like bridal and couple portraits the day of, but then do the fun ones later where you don't have to like worry anymore. That really worked out for us. It was amazing. And I know this video is probably like super long, so I'm gonna go ahead and do some rapid fire questions and answers from YouTube. Somebody asked, in the end, was there anything that you forgot to do or plan? Did I forget anything? Did I forget to do anything or plan? I don't think so. I mean, obviously if I did, I feel like I would remember or it would have affected me, but I don't think I forgot to do anything. That sounds great. Yeah, I don't think so. I didn't forget to do or plan anything. Yay! Somebody asked, what lipstick did you wear? I wore the most amazing lip combo that lasted all night. Again, I do have the tutorial, so just go up there and you'll be able to see it also like applied. Did everything go as planned with the food and cake? Did it arrive on time? And are you guys having kids anytime soon? Okay, Floor. Everything went perfect. The food was amazing. The cake arrived on time. The cake was beautiful. It was amazing and it was delicious. And the food was amazing. Everybody was super happy. We had so many appetizers. We also had a 4-course meal. And then we had midnight chilaquiles, esquites, and tacos. It was great. Are we having kids anytime soon? Maybe in the next couple years. I do want kids. I cannot wait to be a mom, but I'm gonna wait a couple years. I'm only 27, so I am gonna take a couple years, but I can't wait to have kids. Now that the wedding's over, is there anything you wish you would have done differently? Honestly, no. I hate being like this and making my life look perfect because my life is not perfect, but I will say the wedding weekend was pretty close to perfect. Everything went, like I said, even more than I expected, so I would not change a thing about my wedding. Everything we did for this wedding worked out better than we imagined, so no. Did all your guests make it to the wedding? Of course not. I feel like most people don't have all their guests that they invite come to the wedding, but we did have a 90-person wedding, and honestly, that is the perfect number for me. Actually, my DJ told me this. He was like, you know, intimate weddings can be fun, like very small ones, and big ones can be really, really big, but 90 to 100 people are usually the people that you want there without like fluff. You know, those people that you invite just because you feel like you have to. Those 90 people were like selected. There were the 90 people that I wanted, and it ended up working out perfectly because it was just a really good mix of really, really good friends and our families, and ended up working out perfectly. And then lastly, any regrets on a destination wedding? No. You know, it is tough to plan a wedding in a different country. I will say, I personally think that if you're not getting married at a resort or hotel, you probably should get a wedding planner. I tried planning this wedding without a wedding planner, and I lasted like 4 days. You'd need a wedding planner. I know it's a lot easier if you get married in a resort or hotel, but if you're not, consider getting a wedding planner so that your life doesn't become hell for a year. Also, the thing about the destination wedding, it was only a 2-hour flight, so I knew that that wasn't going to be that hard for people, so a 2-hour flight was easy for everyone. Also, I did make sure to have a wedding website where I showed them everything about COVID testing, traveling, shuttles, hotels. I got hotel room discounts for them. Like, I really tried to accommodate as much as possible because I know that it takes a lot for people to take time off work, and it takes money and time to come. So I really did the best I could for them, and everybody felt very accommodated. We gave them goodie bags with hangover kits and shot glasses and maps. Like, I think that if you're gonna have a destination wedding, just make sure you do accommodate for the guests because they are going out of their way to be there for you. And then I will say, if you are doing a destination wedding, just make sure you tell people about it way ahead of time. I sent out invitations or saved the dates like 6 months in advance, so that gave people time that if they truly wanted to go, they were able to. So that's a big, big point right there. I really have no regrets for the destination wedding. I was able to show all the people that I love in my life, one of my favorite cities in the world, and so it was just really wholesome to like experience that all together. So no regrets, and everything went awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna stop here because I'm sure this video is super, super long. If you guys have any other questions, let me know in the comments. Again, I will have my wedding video posted. I'm not sure if there's any other wedding content that I'm gonna do before the video comes, which will be in like 2 months. You guys let me know if there's any other videos you want to see from me with this wedding series before we close it out. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for all of you that have been following this process of mine. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all your love and support. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.